Yeah, from 2/3 of the way from San Antonio on a clear night at 6,000 feet, you can see the beacon for this runway.
Yeah. Here, 80.
Power back to 15, by the numbers. First notch, trim 75. Hey, I'm going to let you talk, and I'm not going to talk. We've been through all this shit a million times.
Okay. 75. Numbers. Going a little bit here.
Lockhart traffic says the 4 Bravo Whiskey is 3 miles northeast, 2,500 feet inbound Lockhart.
Horseshoe Bay traffic, Skyhawk 738 Tango Quebec is turning right base for 35 Horseshoe Bay. Second notch, 70. Trim for 70. It's good. Power. Speed going. And
The one thing I'll say, since the airport is so long, don't fixate on the 3.5, fixate on the first set of hash marks.
okay.
For your glide slope.
Okay. Horseshoe Bay traffic, Skyhawk 738 Tango Quebec is turning final for runway 35, Horseshoe. Trim for 65. We're lined up. 5 looks good right about there.
And Lockhart
Power.
traffic says the 4 Bravo Whiskey is just about a mile north of the field and westbound. Will be entering left traffic for
Little power.
Lockhart.
A little bit of power. Okay. Pull her off. Don't dive. We want 65. Focusing on the second marks. Nose straightened up a little bit. Back. Dive. Okay. Hold it off, hold it off, hold it off, hold it off, hold it off. Up, well, let's go.
So did you feel me step on the right rudder?
Yeah.
The nose is going that way, and I just stepped on it to go right.
Let's fly.
Horseshoe Bay Unicom, this is Cessna 738 Tango, Quebec. We're going to do a couple of touch-and-go landings here, and I'm a member.
Oh. 2500.
Maybe you didn't say touch-and-go on the radio, and that's why the guy was out there wanting us to go. Okay, let's go.
He was wanting us to what?
He was standing there to park you.
Oh, okay. I did on my initial call, but...
Lockhart traffic says the 4 Bravo Whiskey left base to final 36 Lockhart.
Horseshoe Bay Unicom, are you guys on the radio? Coach, everything was perfect except the touchdown.
All
everything. You had it lined up and everything. You started over-controlling with the little bumpy stuff. Leave that alone.
Okay.
Let the plane come down. We started drifting, and you turned the steering wheel to the right. And no, you got to put that left wing down, and then right rudder.
Okay.
At one point, I just stepped on the right rudder. And if you'd have held it where I put it, I would have got off and let you do it. But
okay.
when I let off, you let off.
Trim for 75. Horseshoe Bay traffic, Skyhawk 738 Tango Quebec is turning right base 435, touch and go, Horseshoe. Notch. Up a little bit.
Make a good square turn. You missed it last time too. Get over here and make a 90-degree turn. Should be that the runway is going the same direction as your wings right here.
All right.
The wind's blowing you back this way. That's
right.
why you've had to use power to get there. You can put your bait closer in next time.
Okay.
This time, if we come in low like that, we may go ahead and keep a little bit of power through touchdown with
All
as
right.
much wind and see if that helps even out the bottom a little.
Okay.
So you don't just drop in there.
Okay. Horseshoe Bay traffic, Skyhawk 738 Tango Quebec is turning final for 35, touch and go, Horseshoe. Last notch, 65.
High, but the wind will get you down there.
Get it lined up. Fly 65. Trim it up. 5. Okay.
Lockhart traffic says the 4 Bravo Whiskey left downwind 36 Lockhart.
Not below 65. Yeah, keep 65 and pull the power back now, but not all the way. Let it be just a power, smidge of power, fly 65.
Okay.
See if that helps us touch down.
Right rudder. Rudder.
Left wing, right rudder. Okay. That center line like this was a takeoff. Don't over control. Don't bam the nose wheel now. Okay, now power back. Go ahead.
Power back.
And hold it off. Hold it off. Not up high, down low. Okay. Let's go. Still shitty. We're going to work that out.
All right.
Looks like they had a landing gear collapse. There's a twin over there in the grass. With
Really?
One wheel up, yeah. So right at the end is when I'm stepping on that right rudder because you're not seeing it. So you just got to keep that nose straight and fight it out.
All right.
Getting closer, and also you're flaring. When you flare, you're pulling up into a balloon, so that just means you're pulling back either too soon or too fast.
All right.
When you go do your flight test, the examiner is going to form an opinion of what kind of disciplined pilot you are based on how good these 90-degree turns are.
All right.
So that's why I talk about it from the very beginning.
Okay.
If you just slosh around in the pattern, then he's going to expect you to have an average landing or less.
All right.
If you nail your turns, he's going to think you're going to nail the landing. Very first few lessons I used to do, pick out a point off your right wing and turn to it. If you do that, that gets you 90 every time, no matter what the wind's doing.
Right.
So up here, you're going to go down, pick out a point off your right wing and turn to it. When that point is centered right here, that ought to be a 90-degree turn.
Okay. All right, beam the numbers, get us down to 1500. Notch. Trim 475. Not 70, 75. Now we make our turn a little sooner.
Yep.
I've been using that house as my reference, so.
Oh, well, you ain't been going a full 90. When you roll out, you can adjust. Just make sure your wings and the runway are going the same heading. Better?
Yeah. Pick a notch. Horseshoe Bay traffic 738 Tango Quebec is turning final for 35. Touch and go Horseshoe.
So we've been coming in kind of steep because we're high, not going level for very long, and then trying to get rid of the energy. So let's go in lower now and add power to get us there.
Okay.
So get your flaps down, power back, do 65. Wind will hold us back. You just fly 65, and then we'll add a little power and kind of come in at a lower angle. If we had the VASI lights, it'd be telling us we're pretty high.
Okay. Power back. We're at 65. We're lined up.
Just keep the nose down.
65.
Nose controls airspeed.
Yep.
Nose down. Okay, power back. Keep 65. Don't over control nothing. Watch. If I don't let you do this, we don't get much off of center, do we?
Nope.
See that? Okay. Buffety wind, we're going to fly level, and then just hold the nose off. Let us come on down. Hold the nose off. Okay, it went too high. Let go, and then hold it off again.
Yeah.
Wind's pretty helpful for us today, just a little gusty.
Yeah. I need to lock that damn yoke down.
Yeah, you're doing all that. When I grabbed it, we stayed on the center line.
Yep.
.90 here too.
Yeah, I know.
No, you're turning 110. Look at your runway. Okay, this power line clearing's been a good downwind so far.
Yep.
We're just going to still put the base in a little bit closer and descend a little bit faster.
All right.
So the wind is holding us up there. So what we need to do is float along in that wind and don't start pulling back to hold it off until we can feel that we're starting to sink in.
Yep.
Not just because we've been there long enough. It's probably time now. Let's do it. And we'll try that.
Down, we want 75. 5. Horseshoe Bay traffic, Skyhawk 738 Tango Quebec is turning base for 35, touch and go, Horseshoe. 5.
Yuck, yuck, yuck. They've typed my tail number into the computer by now and know that we're legal.
Horseshoe Bay traffic, Skyhawk 738 Tango Quebec is turning final 435, touch and go Horseshoe. Last notch flaps, 65. Lined up, on 60. On 70. 5.
Pitch controls airspeed, power controls altitude. See the plane off in the grass up there on the right?
Yeah.
Like a right main collapse on landing.
5.
Don't start doing nothing until you need it. This is a nice setup. Let's just fly right down the pipe.
Okay. Go back to power.
Fly level above the runway. Level above the runway. Right rudder level above. Okay, so that was better, but you hit the nose wheel. That was that nose wheel bump. But it was the right idea. Best single landing so far.
Okay.
The reason you didn't balloon is you didn't pull back so much, but by not pulling back enough, the nose wheel hits with the main wheels.
Yep.
That one feel better?
Yes, it did.
When you get it, you'll feel it.
Less over control.
Remarks. Density altitude 2,300. Burnett Municipal Craddock Field, Burnett, Texas. Automated weather observation 2150 Zulu. Wind 320 at 11. Peak gusts 17. Visibility 10.
Horseshoe Bay traffic, Skyhawk 738 Tango Quebec is turning right downwind for 35, touch and go Horseshoe.
2155 Zulu, weather, wind 350 at 7, wind variable between.
Snap laps there. Bit of snow.
Boulevardy traffic, 5932 uniform is clear to the north Boulevardy.
75. Back.
Go ahead and turn.
Horseshoe Bay traffic, Skyhawk 738 Tango Quebec is turning right base for 35, touch and go Horseshoe. Notch of flaps. That squared off. Go.
Still not.
No. Horseshoe Bay traffic, Skyhawk 738 Tango Quebec is turning final 435, touch and go Horseshoe. That's notch. Lined up. 565. 565. Get her lined up. Bit of power. Alright, get this nose straight. Rudder main, a little more. Alright.
Just try to get the center line. Power back. Nose down, then fly level when you get close. Fly level here. Don't raise the nose yet. Not yet. Right about there. Ready to hold it off again. Alright, there you go.
Son of a bitch.
There you go. Told you I'd find you some wind.
Yeah. Ooh, that does not look fun.
Insurance job.
That's a King Air, wasn't it?
No, I don't think so, but it was pressurized something.
Horseshoe Bay traffic, Skyhawk 738 Tango Quebec is turning right downwind 435, touch and go, Horseshoe. Notch. Turn this bad boy for 75.
I told John we're drilling crosswind landings because we didn't have any choice. He goes, Jared's better than me at crosswind on models.
That's the truth, but I can't translate it right here. Alright. Horseshoe Bay traffic, Skyhawk 738 Tango Quebec is turning right base for 35, touch and go, Horseshoe. Notch. 70. That turn in right.
Nice.
Hold it still. Hold it still.
Jag Aviation McGregor 760 Bravo Papa, you there?
Horseshoe Bay traffic, Skyhawk 738 Tango Quebec is turning final for 35, touch and go, Horseshoe.
Jag Aviation McGregor 760 Bravo Papa, you up?
Lined up.
Traffic, Skyhawk 240.
McGregor traffic citation 760 Bravo Papa with citation about 20 miles to the northeast of the crossing over midfield, joining left downwind 35 McGregor.
65. Come on. Oh, burble. So, pull power back. Dive, don't dive.
You don't steer over there with the steering wheel. There you go. Hold it off. Not a little too much, yeah.
Damn
good as the other one, but safe.
Yeah.
So what's happening is the wind is variable and you're having to adjust. You set it up for one set of conditions.
Yep.
And then the wind changes to a different set of conditions.
Yeah. I'm working the correlation in my head with the ailerons, the rudder, and feeling.
Yeah, you're still doing a lot of the over-controlling stuff, and what you need to do is just hold it steady, let the plane move around its axis,
Okay.
and then when it gets down here, if it's not doing what you want it to do, put an input then and hold that.
All right.
The next time you fly models on a windy day, watch it. It does all this too, and you're not sitting there with the stick trying to keep it back and forth because you're just letting it do what it does.
You are correct.
I corkscrewed my seaplane into the lake the other day, and John already has it fixed.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I was doing spins. I become the entertainment for my cove, so they got tired of loops and rolls, so I took it up and did spins.
Yeah.
And they thought that was cool, so I decided to do another one. And the plane was still spinning as it disappeared behind a boat launch, and I couldn't see it to pull out. Oh, crap.
McGregor traffic citation 760 Bravo Papa. Currently about 10 miles. Coming in from the northeast, we're going to be flying over the airfield for left downwind runway 35, McGregor.
Horseshoe Bay traffic, Skyhawk 738 Tango back is turning left right base for 35, touch and go, Horseshoe.
So what happened on that last flare, you were starting to hold it off, and the plane started sinking, and you pulled back, and we started flying. So hold it off is different than pull back.
Okay.
And the difference is just the lightness of the touch.
All right. 570. Square it up. Not 65.
Right traffic, Bonanza 232, November, by taxi 35.
Horseshoe Bay traffic, Skyhawk 738 Tango back is turning final for 35, touch and go, Horseshoe. Notch. Lined up. High. Pull back power, fly at 65. Fly at 65. Burble. Burble derble.
So this is looking good.
Hold that down. Bill.
Okay, you're a little high. Don't dive at the runway, though. Just hold your 65 and let it sink in.
Okay. Fine. Hold 60. Get on the rudder. Power back.
A little bit to the right with the aileron. Now, power 0, hold this off, flat. Not up, just flat. And when it starts to touch, not up, just flat. When it starts to touch down, let it touch down like that. See the difference?
Yep. Flaps up, get lined up. Give her some juice, and away we go. Yeah, it's coming. I mean, it's coming like that now.
Oh, by the time you get around to the other end, it'll be straight again.
Yeah.
It's just whipping around because of this northern wind.
Hey.
The winds here are most predictable when they're coming out of the south, so the northers are just kind of puffy, and that's why it's 75 instead of 85 outside.
Right.
Yeah, the equivalent to flying models on downwind would be doing this with the aileron stick.
Yeah, yeah. Yep. I got it. I know exactly what you're saying now. Horseshoe Bay traffic, Skyhawk 738 Tango Quebec is right downwind for 35 Horseshoe. Whoa!
There you go. Elevator down.
Yep. Hey. That was fun.
I've done that in my Saratoga in a cloud a lot worse.
Yeah, you told me about that, and it scared the shit out of a lot of people, right?
Including me a little.
But you probably dropped a little bit farther, right?
Yeah. I mean, the people in the back didn't have harnesses on, so their heads hit the roof, but it was only a couple inches away.
Yeah. Horseshoe Bay traffic, Skyhawk 738 Tango Quebec is turning right base for 35 touch and go, Horseshoe. Yeah, you immediately grabbed for the yoke like, oh shit, what did he do?
No, I didn't think you did anything.
I know.
Just wanted to make sure you weren't going to overreact
a
to
natural reaction, I know. Notch of flaps. Still, we're pretty high.
Just keep the nose down in this turn. Get reduced power to get rid of your altitude.
25 Alpha Charlie is back taxi 35. Traffic to the pattern, please advise. Spicewood.
Horseshoe Bay traffic, Skyhawk 738 Tango Quebec is on final for 35, touch and go, Horseshoe.
Power back.
Power's back. I think I cut it in too soon.
We can lose this, that's okay.
Fly 65, fly 65, don't fly.
That'll be elevator down in just a minute.
Okay. Don't dive. Plenty of room, right?
Tons. You're just going to have to flatten it out.
Yeah. Okay.
Not over there, though.
Yeah.
Over there. Okay, you're ready to hold it off and steer straight with your feet, just like on takeoff. Okay, a little cockeyed, but good landing. All right, let's go quickly. All the way in, let's go. Okay, so you're real high that time, so let's fix it this time.
All right. So my downwind is a little close, and the base was a little closer.
Good looking airplane.
From the air, this looks like a great landing strip.
Yeah.
Not so much, right?
No, because there's power lines right,
Right
in
through the middle of it.
Yeah.
That's why those things are cut.
Yeah. First notch. In for 75. Down 50.
I've landed on a road once illegally when I was young and stupid.
Yeah.
My dad had a ranch up at Brenham, Texas, and so when I was up there by car, I drove this road that was pretty close to the ranch to see where the power lines crossed.
Yeah.
And how much room I had, and what the code was. I went and buzzed the ranch. Go ahead and turn right. I went and buzzed the ranch to let him know I was coming, so he had to go on the section I was landing into and get up there and make sure no cars were coming over the hill and stop them.
Yeah.
Which no one was. So, as smart as I was, I got all that figured out.
Horseshoe Bay traffic, Saratoga 5 Charlie Alpha is 14 miles to the east-northeast, descending through 3,300 will make right traffic for 35 Horseshoe Bay.
No problem, you just make your radio call. Yep. So, I landed and touched down perfectly, and the one thing I didn't think about that saved my bacon, because I was in a Cessna, was mailboxes.
Oh shit.
The wings overhung the end of the street.
Yeah.
And I went over the top of mailboxes.
Oh crap.
If I'd have been in a Cherokee, hopefully I'd have figured that out before I landed, but yeah, things people do when they're young and stupid.
Horseshoe Bay traffic, Skyhook 738 Tango, go back is on final for 35, touch and go Horseshoe. I-65, get the back. Looking good, hold it right. A little bit of power. Goes down 65.
Okay, power off here. Let's just fly it down. Fly 65 to the runway and watch what happens. Don't dive, just fly 65 to the runway. Get over here a little bit. This is where we correct up and get over here and get in the middle. And now, use whatever we have to use if we need any. Just land it right down the middle. Don't overcorrect with those rudders. We don't need them yet. Hold it off. You're going to bam. Bam. Okay, not bad. All right, let's go. You're in a sink, so when you were sinking, what you do is start pulling it back more, and those back wheels will chirp, and the nose wheel will stay off. All right? Okay, let's do straight out departure, turn right, go to Lago Vista. Okay, let's see what you've learned. So you got like 3 or 4 worth talking about this time.
All right. I mean, I needed consistent, drilling it like this.
Well, I knew once I got you predictable wind, we could teach this. Now we're gonna go to where the wind is a little less predictable and do one landing and then go back to Lakeway. So
right.
Just take us back to Lago Vista.
216 Zulu, weather, wind 330 at 8 gusts.
Shit, maybe not. He's got runway 33, right? His wind is 330.
Straight down?
Yeah. Huh. So now we'll just have burble and straight landing. That's good. Same thing. Runway's going to be going this way, so you're going to be entering a left downwind for 33 base final takeoff. We'll do one and then circle back over the lake, go back to Lakeway.
Okay.
Which